Hi, this is Melissa the Stamp Doc, and today I'm going to show you how I use the Stamp-a-ma-jig and a masking technique to create this card that you see here. So these flowers are not layered on top of one another. I actually just did a little technique on that, and I'm going to show you how that was done. I used the So Eclectic stamp set, and what I found when I was using this one, because it is a clear rubber stamp set, that I wasn't able to line these images up on top of one another properly. Most of the time I could eyeball things, but this was one that I was really having a difficult time doing that with. So let me show you how I worked around that. So you can see here, I've already stamped a berry burst flower. So I did the background part first, or the solid image first, and I stamped it off to give it a lighter color, and then I stamped the outline at full strength. So I'm going to do the same thing with the Peekaboo Peach flower that goes up here. As I stamped this off, I stamped it off onto a post-it note, and I stamped it up here, and I'll show you that when I do the peach, and then I cut out that post-it note. And so what I'm going to do is just put that, I'm going to line it up right over my image. Okay, and then again I'm going to take that Peekaboo Peach one and I'm going to stamp it off onto my post-it note, and I'll set that aside because I am going to use that. And then I just want to position this right over that. And you want to make sure you get it down there really good so that you kind of cover up that edge there. Now, if you haven't used the Stamp-a-ma-jig before, it comes with the actual tool, and then it comes with an imaging sheet. Now, I've had mine for years and years and years, and so I've used up my imaging sheet. So now what I use is our vellum cardstock. So just if you order some of that, then you can actually use it over and over again, and you can even do one for each set. So what I do is I go ahead and I stamp, and you'll want to do this with like an archival ink or something that is going to stay on your sheet without smearing. So our regular inks aren't going to be good for that. And I mark a little X in the corner where I want the Stamp-a-ma-jig to go. And then with that stamp, when you use a clear block, it's going to move. The stamp is going to move every time you do it. So I put an X in the opposite corner so that I'm doing them that way. And you would just ink that up in black to get your imaging sheet. And what that's going to do is that's going to tell you exactly where that will be placed. So what I do here is I'm going to put that over this one, because that's where I want to stamp that. I need to line it up. I'm going to put my Stamp-a-ma-jig back there in the corner. And then I'm going to ink up my stamp. I'm inking this one up full strength. So I'm going to pull that off and place that down. And that lines that up perfectly. Okay, so I need to clean my two stamps because I'm going to do that in one more color. And we're going to do that in Lemon Lime Twist. So we're going to do that same thing. So if you missed it that time, you'll get to see it again. And instead of, okay, so the post-it note that I have here that I did with that, I went ahead and I've already got one cut out, but you would cut this out. I like to stamp up here with the sticky part so that it does have a way to tack that down. And so now I'm taking that one that I've already stamped off. And again, I have to kind of line that up. So I'm going to line it up on there. Get that perfect. And then I'm going to use the Lemon Lime Twist ink. I'm going to ink that up. And on this time I don't have to stamp off on the post-it note because I'm not really going to mask that one off again. And I'm going to put that one right up there. Again, give it a little wiggle so that it'll kind of fill in that area. And then again, I'm going to want to make sure that this is on there correctly. So I'm going to find how I want that. And yeah, sometimes you have to do a little wiggle work to make it work. looks pretty good. So you can see it's a little off, but that's all right. So again, I'm going to put my Stamp-a-ma-jig just like so. I'm going to stamp full strength with the lemon lime twist. Straight down onto that, and then that one's lined up good too. So my next step to finish that, I'm going to leave my mask in place, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a little leaf coming off of these, and another one just coming up off here. Okay, and then I'm also going to add in just some little soft sky little splatters, just in a couple. I promise that's not my heavy breathing. My dogs love to be in here when I stamp, so hopefully you're a dog lover and you understand. Once I peel those off, you'll be able to see how those flowers layered together. Okay, so hopefully you can get a good close look at that. And then here is the finished card. So I'll have a list of the products that I used in this video and on the finished card, as well as a link to my blog. And be sure to subscribe to my newsletters when you go to my blog. I'd love to be able to send you more information just like this on a regular basis. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great week.